Hey guys, Philip Lopez here with nichesbecrazy.com, and today I'm going to be showing you basically 10 business ideas for making extra money after work. Alright, now this is something that I saw in an article that, and I thought it was kind of interesting. You know, it might help people make a little bit of extra side income. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this. Alright, so the first one I have is creating chatbots. You know, the other day, guys, I actually created my first chatbot, I guess you could call it, on Facebook, and I want to show you the results I had, or at least I want to show you what happened. Okay, so yesterday I created a chatbot. Trying not to show the microphone here, guys. And I got a bunch of signups for a little opportunity I have. I want to show you that you can do this for other businesses as well. You know, yeah, I've done this myself, and there's no reason you can't do this as well. There's a couple things you can use. I read this from, the tips I'm giving you are from an article on entrepreneur.com. But they mention something called Chatty People. I haven't used that one personally, but I am using something called Builderall, which you can use for a chatbot. It's pretty cool, guys. Let me show y'all what happened the other day. I'm sharing my screen. Here's the actual article, but let me go over here and just show you this. Here's my page. Just going to show you the results I had. I think I had probably about 20 something opt-ins or something like that. It was pretty cool. Give it a second to load up. Probably should have loaded it up beforehand. But guys, in the article, while that's loading up, I'll show you this. They talk about companies big and small are jumping on the chatbot bandwagon. You can use it for customer care, marketing, sales, processes, and other activities. Now, personally, if you're using this for internet marketing or whatever, you can use this for companies or whatever, right? But if you think about this in the IM space, you can do what I did. And once this loads up, so basically I created a quick chatbot, and then I asked people if they wanted a free software that I have access to, and that software builds me a list, right? So here's the actual live that I'm on right now. Let's see if it'll load up here. Let's see more. Give it a second, guys. And I had a bunch of comments, right? That's another thing. I had a bunch of comments from this post. So here it is. Would you like the free software that collects leads to you? Blah, blah, blah. And you know what? This got some good engagement. 502 people reached. Guys, I did not pay for this Facebook ad. I asked some people to share it. I shared it in my network. Oh, and then now I actually clicked on something else. But guys, that made me get some subscribers. That helped me get people. Yeah, Tanya, I'm going to share the article at the end of this, okay? I just think it's really cool. But yeah, guys, that helped me get some sales. That helped me get some people to something that was monetized. I actually had one sale from it. It's not a big deal, right? But it entered people into a funnel, right? It helped, and it did that by helping people, right? It helped people by giving them a free software. So that's one way I used it, but you can use it to help companies, because companies are jumping on this chatbot bandwagon, all right? So let's go to number 2, guys. Let's take a look at it real quick. Here's number 2. All right, so number 2 is start an eBay business. Now that might seem kind of generic or seem kind of like way overwhelming, but it's just a good way to declutter your house. If you have stuff laying around your house, you can sell it, all right? You can start by selling collections of items you've accumulated over the years. You could turn into a full-time venture or whatever. Basically, you can do a lot of stuff with that, all right? Now, personally, guys, I've used Amazon. I did a little bit of Amazon FBA, and what I did, I didn't use eBay, but use the same concept for Amazon, right? I sell stuff on Amazon, which is books, right? I just went to the local library. They usually have book sales. That's the thing, right? And I learned this from my buddy Cam Fats. So you go to these book sales, you go and clean house. They have a bunch of them to give away for free whenever they don't have books out, right? Because they run out of space. They get more and more books, and they have a bunch, right? Now I did this with a local small library that was running out of space, right? They were happy to give me the books, and they put it on Craigslist. So they put it on Craigslist. You can scour Craigslist to find libraries that are doing like book giveaways, or you can see if other people are just giving them away. You know, sometimes people give them away in a garage sale or something like that, or sell them for real cheap. So I did that with Amazon. So you can use the same concept for that, either eBay or Amazon. They're both kind of similar. It's just that books sell better on Amazon because they have a book ranking system. So you can start with eBay too. I have sold stuff on eBay as well. I know a friend who was selling video games on eBay, right? So yeah, that's another thing y'all can do, guys, for a little side hustle, all right? The next one, number 3, let me go ahead and share my screen again, is going to be join a direct selling company. Now, I'll be honest, guys, I had to look this one up. I had to look this one up because I wasn't sure exactly what this meant precisely, right? So I looked it up over here, and it says direct selling is the action of marketing and selling products directly to a consumer in a non-retail environment. All right, so sales occur at home, work, or another non-store location. Okay. Now, basically, you skip out the wholesaler. Was my understanding of it, guys. You know what? I don't have too much experience with this, but this may be something that you can do. If you just like Google direct selling companies, maybe you can find something that you could do from home. All right. So that's another one. I'm not going to elaborate too much on that one because I don't have a lot of personal experience with that one. All right. So the next one I have for you guys is become a virtual assistant. Now, that might seem a little crazy at first, right? But you can make this a side hustle. You know, I know people that have done this. My sister has done this. It can be administrative work, scheduling meetings, replying to email, basically a bunch of stuff that busy people don't want to do. You know, and here's a good one right here. Undertaking certain social media activities. If you're already on social media, you could do this for somebody else, all right? And then I also have the next one is going to be number 5 is transcribing. Now, this one's pretty cool, guys, because everybody, I don't know about you, but I don't like to write stuff myself. I don't like to type stuff all the time. You know, I don't want to write a 100-page ebook. Maybe somebody like me wants you to turn a video into an ebook. You know, I have friends that do this themselves. You know, they create a product. They usually make it a video product, and they go and outsource this stuff to like Fiverr or something like that. You know, you could do this on Fiverr. You could do this maybe on Upwork or something like that. There are other websites that you can do for transcribing. Hey, Chad, what's up, brother? What's up, Tanya? Hey, by the way, guys, if y'all enjoy what I'm doing here, please share it with somebody that you think it would help. All right. The next one I have for y'all guys. But mind you, it says that some transcriptionists can earn anywhere from $25 to $50 an hour. Now, that's pretty dang good, guys. If you're a fast typer anyways, or, you know, you're just decent. Some people don't even know how the typing position works, you know, the J and the F, right? Not a lot of people don't even know how to do that. I have people that are literally, like, typing like this, and they take forever to type something, right? There's a lot of people like that. So let me take a quick drink, guys. All right, so all you have to do is listen to audio files, type out what you hear as best as you can, and that's pretty much it, right? And it's nothing crazy, guys, and you can make some good money if you learn how to market yourself. All right. Hey, what's up, Chad? What's the next one I have? I have take surveys, guys. Okay, so taking surveys is an easy task. However, you want to get paid a good amount for each one. Some of them pay really, really low, guys. Some of them pay, you know, just a little bit. You have to see what's worth your time, right? Some of them pay up to $50 per survey or whatever. It's just going to take some looking at, you know. I'm going to leave a link to this article here. It might have some links to, let me see if it does real quick. 5 steps to creating effective customer surveys. That might not be directly related, but if you look on ClickBank, you look on some, you know, just Google it, see surveys, work from home, that kind of thing. You can find something like that. I'm not an expert in that, but I know people that are making money with that. All right. Let's see what else we got here, guys. So another one we have is test websites. So testing websites is a way to earn some money from comforts of your home, blah, 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 right? So it's not exactly as techy as you may think at first. You just wait for some instructions from the company, and then you make sure that their website's easy to navigate, and you know, maybe it's working the way they want it to work. You know what I mean? So basically you're going to be evaluating their website or whatever, right? So it's not anything crazy. You're just seeing if their website's working properly functioning. Maybe, you know, they have an email thing that pops up, and you know, they don't have the time to test it. They just have somebody else that does that for them, right? So the next one I have for you guys is number 8, is become a salesperson. So this one's a little bit different from the direct selling thing, okay? At least I thought this one was going to be pretty much the same. Hey, what's going on, Alan? How you doing, brother? It's called. So this means is more like for people that are doing Mary Kay, Avon, that kind of thing, right? So, you know, these are usually like part-time salesmen, and they usually make about 35% commissions, right? So this is another thing you can do, guys. I kind of have a hard time, you know, seeing if this is different from like, you know, the romance parties. I remember I went to one of these a long time ago, and it was basically like, you know, usually women hosting a party for women, but I was in a relationship at the time, so I went. There was another guy there, so I went, right? And they were selling like adult sex toys and stuff like that. So that's another thing that you could do if that fits whatever you're doing or whatever. But that's another thing you could do from home, right? And it'll be fun. You have some wine and people have a laugh. I'm sure they make like cocktails and, you know, desserts and stuff that can be kind of silly for that. Think bachelorette night or something like that. It's going to be something similar to that. But yeah, that's another thing you can do. I actually went to one of these, and the person made some damn good money because people bought from them. All right, that's another thing you can do is become a salesperson for like Mary Kay, Avon, or the passion parties. I think that's what they call it, passion parties. All right. This one's gonna be a little bit more for women, but don't let that hold you off, man, because maybe it'll be a niche thing for you. You'll be the guy that's selling this stuff, right? Anyways, let's get on to number 10. No, number 9. I'm sorry. Let me share my screen one more time, guys. Teach English, guys. So teaching English is something that I have a personal experience. Well, sort of a personal experience with, right? Let's say that you are bilingual or trilingual or quadrilingual, whatever you want to call it, right? Maybe you know more than one language, right? My sister actually did this. Hey, Kurt, what's up, brother? My sister actually did this and taught English to some people. My mom did too. My aunts did too. Why? Because they're bilingual, okay? They're bilingual. So, and guys, don't take this for granted. I could do this myself too, I've done it for free. But I have people all over the world, right? Some of them don't know English all that well. You could easily be like, hey, how about I teach you how to speak English? We'll do sessions from blah, 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 blah. And, you make some money like that, right? You set it up on PayPal. That's something you could easily do, guys. All right, that's another thing you could do. You can go on Craigslist and put an ad up. So Kurt says, that is a huge market, teaching, tutoring. Yes, exactly, guys. You could put a course on Udemy teaching people how to teach English or speak English, I'm sorry. And make it free, and that way you build up a student base, and then later on you lead those students to a paid thing, or just make it paid outright, right? It doesn't matter. People want to learn English all over the world, and that's something you could do. Heck, you might be that you're teaching Spanish, teaching an English speaker Spanish, right? So think about it both ways, guys. It might be some other thing, and maybe you teach someone how to do sign language. You never know, guys. There's a lot of possibilities there if you know more than one language, or you can learn one quickly. So maybe you just teach people how to start communicating in French. Let's say you just know a little bit of French, right? And you could teach people how to do that, how to just, get the basics of going to France and ordering a room, maybe ordering a little bit of food, that kind of thing, right? So that's another thing you could do, guys, all right? Now, you can actually do this through like an agency or something like that, but I've only had a personal experience with me. My sister did this. She just did it with somebody locally, right? It was somebody she knew, right? Word of mouth kind of thing, and that can lead to more customers, right? That can be, it's like a babysitting job, right? You can teach people, right? And that's just another side hustle you can do. Now, let's go on to number 10, guys. This one's kind of I've done something similar, I guess. It's become a search engine evaluator, all right? So that might evaluator. I can't say that for some reason. It sounds technical, however. Companies may ask for specific information on search engines. And so you can tell them how closely their results match your search terms, all right? And they just work on the rankings. You just kind of become their evaluator, right? And so that's something you could do for them, guys. And I think that's not a bad one, right? I'd say that one's kind of going to be a little rough unless you know the company. Maybe I'd say probably that one's probably the weakest one. I'm just being honest, right? I don't know how great that would be, so I can't really speak too much for that one, all right? So they got, finally, a side hustle can make extra cash, blah, blah, establish strength, all this stuff, right? Make more money with your spare time, all right? So that's all good, guys. I am going to show you a couple more things, right? A couple more suggestions, right? I've actually done this myself from home. If you want to work from home part-time, let me show you a job that I actually did for a little bit, or at least a place I went to find a job for a little bit. So there's a website called flexjobs.com, guys, all right? And this is a thing that people can do all over the world, all right? Flexjobs.com focuses on telecommuting jobs. That means that it's work from home only, all right? Work from home only jobs, all right? You can take a tour or whatever, right, guys? And here's their pricing. I don't remember exactly where to go for that, but their pricing works like this, guys. You can go to their website, and you can do 1 month for $15, or you can do 3 months if you can't find a job. I found a job in a month when I did it. Now, this was a little while ago, all right? I want to say it was about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years ago. And I found a job where I was working about 8 hours a week. It was only about 8 hours a week. I was making $15 an hour, just just doing something kind of silly, right? I was actually just looking at rating social media ads on Facebook. That's it. That's all I can really say about that. Can't really say anything about the company or anything like that. That's what I was doing. It was kind of fun. It was a little tedious, but you know what? I've done other jobs that sucked. So that was a pretty cool little extra side income hustle, and it wasn't a lot of hours or anything, but that's something that I found on FlexJobs. So if you want, I'm gonna leave I'm gonna leave a link to Flex Jobs too, guys, so y'all can go check that out. It's a good website. I've used it personally myself. I don't need to anymore, but if you're looking for a good side hustle, you can do that too. Now, let me tell you about another thing. I'm going to add a couple bonus ones. I've actually worked for somebody that I found on Craigslist. If you go to Craigslist and if you search for the term telecommute or telework, that will actually bring up stuff you can work from home. Now, there is a lot of garbage there, guys. There's a lot of garbage on Craigslist. You know, people, you'll see like the asterisk and all this spammy looking stuff. Spammy looking stuff is usually a marketer trying to get people into some kind of CPA referral business, something like that, right? But if you see someone that's legit and says, you know, they actually have some, you know, a phone number and stuff like that, instead of just they send you to a website and it has like a bit.ly link or something like that, you know, that's going to be a little bit tougher, right? That's going to be something that's going to look a little bit more spammy. It's going to look like they're just trying to get you as a referral in some way. It benefits them to get you as a referral. So I would stay away from stuff like that, right? So, but what you can do is just go to Craigslist, look for telecommute or telework, maybe not work from home, because work from home stuff, whenever you search that term, it's going to come up with a lot of marketer stuff that are trying to spam Craigslist. All right, that's all there is to that. But yeah, you may find something under telework or telecommute. Just kind of do your due diligence. Look at what looks a little bit more legit. Doesn't have like 20 stars or something like that, right? I found a guy and I found a job like in a day or two, and I worked for that man for about 2 years. 2 years I worked for this dude, right? And I worked from home, a sales job. That's what I was doing. I was doing my internet marketing stuff and that sales job for some time, and that worked for me. All right, guys. Now, the last thing I'm going to tell y'all about is something that can help you either do a little bit of a side income hustle, or it can be something that you could do full time when you scale it up. Now, this is something that is a paid product. Okay, I'm just recommending this because I looked over it and I think it's something that can help people out. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So I have a buddy named Jim Mack, and he does a lot of local marketing. Right? I'm gonna show you, and he has something called Eternity Marketing Confidential. Now, this is something where it's going to be, and you know what, guys? Here, let me go back to myself real quick. I've done a little bit of local marketing myself, right? Like, I'm still working before I did it, and it was just like, I was doing stuff hourly. It was actually working for the guys with the sales job, and a lot of the stuff was grandfathered in, working on a blog, doing Facebook ads, and a bunch of stuff that a consultant can get paid a lot more for. Now, you can get paid a good, handsome fee for this stuff. Let me show you, okay? So, this is something called Attorney Marketing Confidential, right? A fast way to find leads for lawyers. Now, I'm going to come back to myself for a second. I want you to just ignore the lawyer thing. Now, this is a way to make good money with lawyers, because lawyers will pay good money, and it's not just any lawyer; it's a certain type of lawyers. It will pay good money for leads, right? Forget about everything, guys. You don't have to be super technical to do this stuff. And you know what's funny, guys? One of the things that I found that was kind of scary about this is the courses that I've seen in the past that I haven't taken too much action with talk about using Facebook ads. I actually have one client. It's not an attorney, but it's somebody that's going to be in like general contracting that I'm going to do a little bit of work from. This you don't have to do Facebook ads to get these people leads, and that's what I like about this course is that you don't have to be super techie. You don't have to do all kinds of crazy stuff. You can actually prospect on on LinkedIn, and you can actually send emails to do this. All right, so I think this is a cool thing that y'all can do. I'm gonna leave a link to this, guys. Just take a look at it, see if it's for you. It may be something that becomes a side income hustle, or it may be something that becomes a full-time thing if you scale it up, right? And that is, that's going to be up to you, right? That's going to be up to you how much effort you put into this. So I hope you have gotten something out of this, guys. If you have, I'm going to leave a link to that. I'm going to leave a link to that, the article that I talked about here, and just so you can see it one more time. It's called, let's go back over here, 10 business ideas. Let's try this one more time. 10 business ideas for making extra money after work, okay? All right, I thought it was a good article. It's kind of short and sweet, but it relates to marketing, right? Maybe you have a 40-hour, 40 to 80-hour, maybe not 80, right? But 40 to 60-hour work week, right? And you can use a little side income, right? These are a couple tips you can do. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'll leave the links to all the things that I mentioned here, at least most of them, most of the important ones. And if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, share wherever you see this, guys, because it'll be in multiple places. Thank you so much. Have a great day.